September 30th, 1939. We were herded onto prison trains near Grodno. Conditions very cramped and damp. It is very hard to sleep. I don't know how long some of the other injured men can last. The icicles that form on the window grill provide the only drinking water. October 9th, 1939. We are off the train at last. Now, apparently, we are no longer prisoners, but guests. On several occasions, NKVD officers have summoned some of us for interrogation during the night. With this sort of madness, it is little wonder that we are at a loss as to what should be done. March 20th, 1940. It seems the Soviets are taking a softer line with us now. Rumors arrive among the men that our release is imminent. April 15th, 1940. At last, my prayers have finally been answered. My name was read out this morning. Spring is in the air, and I have not felt this alive in many months. My hope is that this is the last time I will ever have to travel like this.
No need to be so keen, lad. Suicide, most likely.
Sir?
Oh, wonderful. Hopefully that'll be his suicide note. Poor sod. Right, let's get him up.
Yes, sir.
Mind your step.
British military occupation ends in Iraq. Western coast, British military occupation ends in Iraq.
So, Sandy can cover the docks, McLeod the Red Cliff stuff, and John gets a Union story for his sins. Nothing too controversial. Underwood, the cider festival. That's it. Off you go. Hey, I said no. No one wants to hear about suicide, Stephen. Not now. It's bad for circulation.
What if it's not suicide? I have a contact up at the camp.
Stephen, dear boy, did the police give any indication that they thought it might be anything other than suicide?
No.
Exactly. So please don't try my patience. War's a terrible thing, and many can't cope, and that's the end of it. There's no story here. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Right, thank you. Off you go.
Rose,
Yes, Mr. Underwood.
have you ever been to the cider festival?
Good evening, Mr. Underwood. Late again.
I had to work.
I see.
Good night.
Good night.
Despite the passing of the Polish Resettlement Act earlier this year, the West Country is witnessing a growing number of unexplained suicides. The men are all ex-servicemen from the Polish Second Corps. A coincidence? Or could this be something more sinister?
Can I help you?
I needed to see the captain.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
One moment, sir. Sir, Colonel Petrovsky's arrived with the 2 DPs from Stowe Park.
Once we're done here, tell the quartermaster to make an inventory of everything we're short of. Double it and put in a written order.
Yes, Captain.
Morning.
Halo. Jedziemy do Ameryki? Thank you.
Good luck.
This all seems to be in order.
If you'd like to bring them in, Colonel, there are just a few signatures required.
Of course.
Colonel, perhaps you and your man would like a spot of breakfast before the drive home. We don't have much, but it's hot.
Thank you, that's very kind.
Jeanette, once you're finished, would you drop the Colonel's aide off at the mess?
Yes, sir.
John.
I'll talk to you later. This way, Colonel.
Colonel, my name's Stephen Underwood. The captain is my brother. I'm a journalist for the Western Post.
Colonel Janusz Petrovsky, formerly of the Polish Second Corps, acting resettlement corps liaison.
Colonel, pleased to meet you.
Me, you, Mr. Underwood.
Shall we?
Colonel.
I said no, Stephen.
Please, Captain, your brother's very welcome.
I was wondering if you'd like to comment on the suicide of another Polish soldier yesterday.
Sosnovich.
You don't look very surprised, Colonel.
Well, Mr. Underwood, it's always most distressing when a proud man loses all hope.
And why would that be, Colonel?
Men like Sosnovich spent the war fighting for their homeland, Mr. Underwood, which is now part of the Soviet Union, which regards them as enemies of the state. He had just learned his entire family had been murdered.
Colonel, please. We have no proof of that.
Clearly, he believed it enough to take his own life, Captain.
And why do you believe it, Colonel?
Because we all seem to have forgotten that in 1939, the Soviet Union invaded Poland. In alliance with the Nazis, and with the same intent, Mr. Underwood. To wipe Poland from the map. To destroy its culture and its people. And when the Soviets retook Poland in 1944, they allowed the Nazis to crush the Warsaw Uprising, to help eliminate any possible threat to their own occupation. The recent so-called free elections in Poland are no more than a Soviet puppet show. Poland's true government is still exiled in London, but it is no longer recognized by Britain or the United States. And last year, the Free Polish Armed Forces were excluded from your victory parade. So as not to antagonize Comrade Stalin. What does this tell you, Mr. Underwood? That all is well? I understand the world is weary of war. We all are. But that's no excuse for naivety. Your brother knows this. He still has the unenviable task of trying to persuade my fellow compatriots to return to Poland, knowing full well he cannot guarantee their safety.
No one has to go back if they don't want to, Colonel.
Yes, Captain. Of course.
Colonel, please. Breakfast is waiting.
I have to see you tonight. 8:30 at the King's Arms.
No, that's too public.
No, there are only other locals there.
Fine. 8-ish? I have to go. Mason wants to see me.
Do you have to?
You know I do.
Come. Ah, thank you, Stanley. You're still on duty?
Hardly ever see you out of uniform these days.
You hardly see me at all.
I know, I'm sorry, there's a bit of a flap on at the moment. Anyway, good of you to come. We've been invited to the annual ball at the Robinsons.
Oh, God. Is it that time of year already?
I know, tedious in the extreme, but I would really appreciate it if we could attend together this year. Your parents will be there.
I'd rather not, if it's all the same to you.
Might look a bit odd if I go alone. Might set a few tongues wagging.
If we must.
Splendid. Oh, one more thing before you go. You might be in the perfect place to do me another favor, if you would. Laboda and Novak, 2 DPs arrived in your camp this morning.
You're very well informed, as always.
Could you be a real brick and keep me appraised of their whereabouts? Movements, visitors, friends, that sort of thing.
Why?
It's probably nothing. Some vague memo from London. Nothing to worry about, just so I know. I wouldn't expect you to run across town every morning. A simple telephone call will suffice. I know you must be busy with your whole repatriation commotion.
Yes. Is that all? Well, I should be getting back.
Oh, please don't let me detain you any longer. But if we could keep this just between ourselves.
Of course.
So we're happy then?
What?
The Robinsons' ball.
Yes. Yes. Fine.
You know why he married you,
He is not the monster you want him to be.
So your father has the right to sell you to the highest bidder.
They genuinely thought he would make a good husband. They only want what's best for me.
Did they know?
marriage isn't about love for them. And I wanted to marry him. I was in love with him. Obviously, I didn't know then what I know now. But our love is of a different kind now. Stephen, he's my friend.
It's a lie.
So what do you want me to do? You want me to just leave my husband, my job, turn my back on my family and run off to London with you? That's impossible. I'm not sure how much faith I have in your big story, because if what the Polish colonel says is true, you have no proof. And as unfortunate as they are, these suicides are still just that. Suicides. Nothing more.
Evening, gents. What can I get you?
How much for this?
Fourpence.
And for this?
Fourpence halfpenny.
So, 2 pints of the special, please, sir.
Slops for swine.
Jest pijany, nie ma sensu.
Time again, sir.
Please.
Bloody scab labour. There's talk of letting them down the mines next. The war's over. Send the buggers back, I say, instead of giving them our boys jobs. Can't go back because of the Bolsheviks. Well, you won't escape the Reds here, son. Not with the Labour Party running the country.
You know nothing.
Who's asking you, Polak?
I am not Polak. I'm Russian.
What do I care? You're all the bloody same. Now go on.
We're going.
Well, go on then. Hey, we're going. Don't come back. You're not welcome here.
Oh, Bill, it's still my name above the door, that's enough.
We're leaving.
Hey, lad, what about your drinks?
Stephen. Stephen. Mr. Novak, it's me, Jeanette Mitchell from the camp.
Yes. We have to get back, sorry.
He said he was a Russian. I write for a newspaper. I just want to ask you a few questions.
Damn it.
No.
You're a Russian pretending to be a Pole. Why?
Sabota, please!
I am not pretending to be anyone. If you saw what I saw, then you understand.
What have you seen?
They kill you like they want to kill me.
Who wants to kill you?
They all do.
Михаил, пожалуйста.
Stephen.
Пожалуйста.
Stephen.
I'm fine.
Please, Stephen.
What did he have?
I don't remember. Clothes, mainly. Hardly anything. Look, don't do this. You heard what he said.
Don't you think if someone wanted to kill him, they would have done so already?
Not if they don't know who he is.
He could be involved in the suicides. Loboda could be the story. Let me do this. For us. It's Polish.
He could be keeping it for a friend.
Yeah. Rose Miller, the typist at work. Her family's from Poland. She could translate it for me.
No, what about Loboda? What if he discovers it's gone?
Tell me things don't go missing around here all the time.
Are you drunk? What if he thinks it was me?
Just put him off for a while.
I thought this was supposed to be about us.
It is.
Because it seems like you want me to take all the risks. Give me the box.
I need to do this.
Mr. Underwood, I did it. The story, the cider festival.
Thank you. I need another favor.
Of course, anything.
I need this translated. If you can ask your father.
What's it about?
I don't know. Again, just between us. As soon as you can. Stephen Underwood.
Stephen! They can't find him anywhere.
My sincere apologies again.
The truth is, Captain, Mr. Loboda has a habit of disappearing, as Mr. Novak knows all too well. He's a very troubled man. Sometimes his imagination gets the better of him. We'll find him.
Are you going to tell them about the box?
You still think I did the wrong thing?
He can't have just disappeared. The Poles have moved him again. Find out where.
My father wanted to know where you got these from.
Why?
Said they're extremely valuable and that you should be careful.
Thank you.
I don't understand what is happening. Earlier, our train stopped at the siding. We were met by Soviet guards and ordered to disembark. There is a large forest here. We have been loaded into black prison vans. I have to stop riding now.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I'm looking for a Colonel Petrovsky.
Yes, sir. Follow me. Colonel Petrovsky. Can I get you anything?
You don't mind? Why would a Russian have the diary, letters, and personal effects of a young Polish cadet interned in a POW camp in the Soviet Union? And why does he think everyone wants to kill him?
I really have no idea what you are talking about, Mr. Underwood. If you'll excuse me, I have things to attend to.
I have the box. I want to help.
No, Mr. Underwood, you want a story.
Yes, I want the story, and then we both get what we want.
Trust me, there's nothing you can do. If you really want to help, then return the box to me.
Let me see Loboda.
Goodbye, Mr. Underwood.
Colonel. Colonel! Then I'll take this to the authorities and I'll tell them where I got it. I had the diary and letters translated.
Come with me. Wait here. My aide will take you to see Mr. Loboda.
So you do know where he is?
Once you know the truth, you can try as you might, but I will not support you in this any further. I'll deny any involvement, any knowledge of this at all, and you will not see Loboda again. Don't make myself clear. Here, 5 o'clock. We'll pick you up and take you to him. You come alone.
How do I know I can trust you?
You don't?
And I'd like to interview Loboda, and I'd like it recorded.
Why?
Once you have the box, I have nothing.
Yeah, that can be arranged.
And I'll take those translations if you don't mind. Thank you.
I expect you to pay for the damage.
Who did this?
The police. They said they suspected you of being in possession of contraband goods.
That's ridiculous, and you know it.
I'm sorry, but with all your comings and goings lately, I really couldn't say. This is still my house, as far as I'm aware, Mr. Underwood.
Nettie. Nettie, please. I'm sorry.
What is it?
They've taken the box.
Then it's over.
I'm going to see Loboda.
You know where he is?
Petrovsky has him.
So how do you know they didn't take it?
Because I said I'd give back the box if they let me talk to him.
How do you know they're not lying? You have no idea who these people really are.
I need to know.
It has nothing to do with you.
If anything happens to me, I want you to give these to the police.
But...
Stay here.
They tell me I can trust you, that I can tell you everything.
Yes.
You took the box. How can I trust the thief?
I didn't mean any harm.
You put it in your paper.
I'll do everything I can. Please sit down.
My name is Ivan Krivozertsev. My home is near Smolensk, small town, Novye Butoki. I was there when they first come.
Давайте, двигайтесь. Вон туда. Вставай.
People say they were fiends. But my friend Kiselev, he saw their four-corner hut.
Иди туда.
Все они были поляки. They were all Polish. Every day, they put them in Cherny Voron, prison vans, move to forest.
Вон туда. Вы проверь карманы. Вон. Вон, иди. Туда. Давай еще. Еще место есть, давай. Давай, следующий. Отходь. Да.
In forest, Bolsheviks tied their hands behind backs. A rope around the neck.
Стой, не двигайся. Стоять.
So you strangle if you move.
Заставьте нет.
They put them на земле, to ground. And they put guns to back of the neck. One after another, bodies fall into the pit. Face to ground. And guns loaded for the next group. Over and over again until drop finish. When Germans come, they have Polyaki too. Prisoners, making roads good for tanks. First, Germans did not look. Only Polyaki look.
Schlagen Sie vor. So, da stellen wir einen Brückenkopf. Halt, komm, komm. Bleiben Sie stehen. Halt. Was ist los? Komm. Was ist los? Europa, schau mal.
Then I tell what I saw. And we begin to dig. Book and letters I took from that man, young man.
Ja, wir brauchen mehr Männer. Schau mal, das ist auch noch nicht auf. Viele sind da nicht mehr. Keine Ahnung, kriegen wir so. Hier. Alles einfach.
Where was this? Where did it happen?
In forest. At Katyn.
How many?
To date, over 4,000 bodies. But there are 3 times that still missing. Mostly officers, reservists, lawyers, teachers, priests.
Stalin knew these people would never capitulate to Soviet rule. The Poles know all about being occupied by foreign powers, and these were the best of my country. They would fight for their freedom with everything they had. Stalin murdered them so Poland could never again rise from the ashes.
And the British, they knew about this?
Of course they did. The British and Americans just wanted the whole affair to go away. They needed the Red Army to keep fighting the Germans. They feared Stalin would make peace with Hitler. Now Stalin has half of Europe under his boot, and they can do nothing. And my country is occupied, and no criticism of Stalin is tolerated.
My people are good people. You must know what happened. You must know murderer.
We need the evidence. The diary, the letters. Proof the murders were committed in 1940 by the Soviets and not by the Nazis in 1941, as everyone believes. You did bring the box.
It was stolen from my room.
Please.
Yes. What now? Why? Fine, I'll be 5 minutes. What the bloody hell are you playing at? It's the middle of the night.
It's important.
It better had be.
I need to know about a place called Katyn.
Why?
Polish soldiers were taken there in 1940. I need to know what happened to them.
Has Petrovsky put you up to this?
No.
Then look it up in the papers.
I need to see the official papers.
And I can't help you. You know that. In my position, I can't be seen fraternizing with journalists, even second-rate provincial ones.
John, please. This could explain the suicides. Over 4,000 Polish soldiers were murdered.
Stand down.
Sir.
It was the Germans. The Nazis, end of story.
You know about this.
That's the official line.
Yeah, but you know that's not true.
I believe what I'm told to believe.
So you're going to bury your head and let them get away with it?
It's my job. Now go home.
You went to war to free people from oppression, so that they had the right to choose their own destiny. And you're going to stand there and do nothing.
Go home, Stephen. Stop trying to be something you're not.
I did that. You went to war and I stayed. I did what I was told. But for the first time, I have something I believe in.
Don't be such a child. The war is over. Do you really want to start another one just to appease your own sense of inadequacy? You didn't have to serve. Be grateful.
No. You're right. I couldn't serve. Because of this.
Philip Edwards. Disillusioned socialist type I met at Cambridge. Now works in the archive at the Foreign Office. If it's in there, he'll know where. This is my transport docket. And, this should get you through the gate. You can improvise. Now get out. Oh, and Stephen, the accident. It was my fault, and I know you could have lost your eyesight. I am sorry.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Where is he?
There's only one farm in the area that grows this. I'm going to London. I need you to hold on to those translations.
Don't go.
I have to. You've let this get out of proportion. In spite of everything that happened. You must realize I do still care about you.
Then please just leave him alone.
It's your Stephen that is making life difficult for you. He dragged you into all this, not me. Just tell me what he's up to. He knows where he is, doesn't he? You must understand, this isn't about you and Underwood anymore. You're involving yourself in something very sensitive and potentially very damaging.
Is Stephen in danger?
If he's told you where they're hiding the Russian, you have to tell me now. Look. You tell me what you know. And you can continue to see Underwood. As long as you don't draw attention to yourselves, I won't say another word about it. It will simply blow over. I don't think either of us want any scandal in our lives right now. And I think we would both do whatever we could to ensure that doesn't happen, wouldn't we?
Ты не можешь держать меня здесь. Мои друзья придут, они будут искать меня.
Никто не идет, Иван. Просто делай то, что должен, и ты свободно сможешь уйти.
Кто вы?
Друг. Из дома.
Это теперь мой дом.
Не скучаешь по фирме? Свою семью, друзей, возможность говорить на родном языке. Здесь нет для тебя жизни, собирая яблоки.
Живя как заключенный в лагере, полный бродяг и крестьян.
Иди домой, Иван. Где лежит твое сердце? После всего, через что тебя заставили пройти фашисты, ты мог бы стать героем. Здесь я подготовил показания для тебя. Здесь настоящая правда. Как поляки строили дороги в Смоленске, а в это время немцы окружили их и убили там, летом 1941 года. Ты же помнишь? Тебя и других заставили отступить с нацистскими трусами против твоей воли для того, чтобы ложно обвинить советскую Россию в этих чудовищных преступлениях.
Нет, это ложь.
Ты знаешь, никто больше в это не верит. Просто подпиши показания. И можешь быть свободным. Возвращайся домой, куда хочешь.
Нет.
You're a fool. A pig, ignorant fool. Do you honestly think anyone cares about you? Do you think the Poles care? No one cares about you or what you have to say.
Mr. Underwood?
Yes.
I served with your brother in Austria. He's a good man. An address and a map. What you want is all very hush-hush. It's been shelved. X marks the spot, if you like. Things aren't the same anymore, Mr. Underwood. During the war, we knew what we needed to do. We knuckled down and we did it. We didn't question anything. It was all very black and white. But now nothing seems to make any sense. Makes you wonder who's really in charge.
Can I buy you a drink?
No. No, I can't stay.
If there's ever anything I can do for you.
No, please, don't worry. Anything to relieve the tedium. Sometimes I wonder if I'll end up buried in that archive, you know, up to my eyeballs in dust. Not that anybody would notice. My regards to your brother, and good luck.
Captain Underwood. Will you be requiring an escort, sir?
On the evidence that we have, it is difficult to escape from the presumption of Russian guilt. How, if Russian crime is established, can we expect Poles to live amicably side by side with Russians for generations to come? This document is explosive. If it was to fall into unauthorized hands, the reaction on our relations with Russia would be serious. In handling the publicity side of the Katyn affair, we have been constrained by the urgent need for cordial relations with the Soviet government to appear to appraise the evidence with more hesitation and lenience than we should do in forming a common-sense judgment. We have, in fact, perforce, used the good name of England like the murderers use the little conifers to cover up a massacre. Let us think of these things always and speak of them never. To speak of them never is the advice which I have been giving to the Polish government, but it has been unnecessary. Affliction and residence in this country seem to be teaching them how much better it is in political life to leave unsaid those things about which one feels most passionately.
Colonel, I've seen the papers. A report by Owen O'Malley, the British ambassador to Poland. You were right. I knew all along.
Ivan Krivosotsev is dead. He was found yesterday hanging from a tree in the evening. So you see, Mr. Underwood, I doubt anyone will ever be given the chance to see those papers.
Why didn't you hide him sooner?
He wouldn't let us. It was only when you took the box that he reconsidered. He approached the Red Cross, joined our troops in Italy, where he met Mr. Novak. On a drunken night, let slip he was there at Katyn. When it happened. No others made it to the West. He was the only one to escape the area when the Soviets recaptured it. He was an embarrassment to the Soviets. Awkward for the British. Dispensable to the Americans. He approached them at Nuremberg and they almost sent him back to the Russian sector. Did you tell anyone you had seen him, Mr. Underwood?
I had nothing to do with this.
What is it? Who did you tell?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I can't let you in. Orders.
I need to talk to my brother.
Captain Underwood's been reassigned.
And Lieutenant Mitchell?
I don't know.
Number, please.
Foreign Office Archive.
Continue through. Archive, how can I help you?
Philip Edwards, please.
1 minute, sir. I'm afraid Mr. Edwards is on leave.
When will he be back?
May I inquire as to your reason for calling? Sir?
Western Post, come get your Western Post. Western Post, come get your Western Post, fresh off the press.
Miss Hamilton, can I talk to you?
I'm sorry, Stephen, but you don't work here anymore.
Excuse me?
Lovely idea to give the festival to the typist. All right. She shows great promise. So that's why she'll be doing your job from now on. Now that's a month's pay. Clear your desk.
I have a story.
I don't want to hear it.
The British government is covering up the murder of over 15,000 Polish officers and men. by the Soviets in 1940. They sold out a whole nation, their own allies, a country they went to war to protect. And it doesn't end there. Yesterday evening, the last witness to that massacre was murdered right here in Bristol.
Well, you certainly have a vivid imagination.
What did they say to you, Frank?
I beg your pardon?
That you lose your job, lose the paper, be disgraced. And it's your patriotic duty not to print this.
If you don't leave right now, I'll have you thrown out.
Keep your money. I resign.
Oh, Mr. Underwood, I'll be wanting to redecorate in the very near future, so have to ask you to vacate your room. But as I'm not one to throw anyone onto the street, I will of course allow you time to find suitable alternative lodgings. 2 weeks should be more than enough, I'm sure you'll agree. And you have a visitor.
I didn't think this would happen.
What did you do?
Stephen, I just wanted you to be safe.
What did you do?
Mason asked me to watch Loboda and tell him everything.
You told him where he was. Why didn't you tell me that Mason wanted him watched?
Didn't think it would stop you. I thought it would make things worse.
Worse. He's dead. Found him hanging from a tree.
I know. And if I could undo what I've done, I would. I didn't think Mason was capable of something like this. I still don't.
What did they do with John?
They took him to London. You won't be able to see or speak to him. They're posting him overseas. I didn't give him these.
They mean nothing now. I want you to leave.
Stephen.
I want you to leave now.
An inquest before our Sovereign Lord the King in the parish of Flaxbourton in the county of Somerset on this, the 3rd day of November, 1947. Before one of the coroners of our said Lord the King for the said county of Somerset, touching the death of Ivan Krivosertsev, known as Michael Loboda, and upon the view of his body.
Have the witnesses been sworn in?
They have, sir.
Well, let's get going then, shall we?
We're about 5, I'd say. I was down Long Orchard. I works there, you see. And by the rail bridge, coming back up from Carthouse Farm, I sees this gentleman hanging from a tree. Apple tree, it were.
He was hanging about 8 feet up from a leather strap. It appeared to me that the deceased had placed the strap around his neck, climbed the tree, secured the other end to the branch, and jumped off. We untied this and lowered him to the ground. He was already cold, stiff. We searched the body, and in a wallet we found 3 letters, one of which was marked Secret Service.
Carry on.
We then took him to the mortuary at Long Ashton.
I knew him well. We had been friends since 1945. He was happy. He was proud of who he was and what he had seen. He did drink a lot, but he could stand a lot as well. I do not know any reason why he should hang himself. He wouldn't do this.
May it duly be recorded here on presentation of all inquiries under oath that I, as appointed coroner of the county of Somerset by the office of His Majesty the King, on deliberating the probable cause of death of Michael Loboda, also known as Ivan Krivosertsev, do allege a verdict of suicide by hanging. These proceedings are duly closed.
Surely you're not going to accept that.
I have to accept it. This is now just another suicide that no one will want to hear about.
What about the letters in his wallet?
We have not been allowed to see them.
Why weren't they read out?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Underwood, but maybe if you had not become involved, there would be no need to know.
Look, Colonel, I'm sorry, but I did what I thought was right.
Did you? Really?
We still have this.
Testimony is worth nothing without the man.
Even if it's not accepted in the courts, it still brings the story out into the open. That's all you need, isn't it?
Yes, Mr. Underwood, but there's nothing more I can do. Well, we have been told in uncertain terms that the newspapers have been strongly advised never to raise the subject again. My apologies, I have to go. He did not deserve this. He was a good man.
I'm so very sorry, Colonel. I truly am. Don't you dare walk away from me. You are just as much to blame for this impossible situation. You did what you thought was right. And so did I.
This is not finished.
In that moment, when Stephen died, my life was changed forever. Everything I had believed in was shattered by the revelations he had uncovered, and I was determined to finish what he had started. To finally print Stephen's story and the testimony of Michael Loboda, the last witness to the countless Polish soldiers who had died at Katyn, whatever the risks and however long it would take. They would not be forgotten, and their testimony would live on.
Przepraszam, panie pułkowniku. Właśnie przysłano do pana zamilki.